Before we begin, I'd like to remind everyone that this event would not have been possible without an artist making art. I'd like to acknowledge a few artists in the room. Emily Green. Terrence Corrigan. Both of those kids graduated this year from high school. It means an awful lot to me at your age. You're our future. We can't have buildings like this. We can't have people like this without artists in your area. I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Marcus Burke. He will be speaking later on. And I'd like to acknowledge a few important people to me. My cousins, if you wouldn't mind. I hate to do this, but Denise, stand please. Adrian, stand please. Linda, stand please. And Jeannie, stand please. These are my blood cousins. I have a lifelong friend for 60 years. He came from New Jersey today, Marty. I wasn't going to say it, but everybody knows that I think that I turned 62 today. It's a... Adrian's son, Andrew, is battling our family inheritance of cancer. And he was recently the keynote speaker at the local American Cancer Society Relay for Life. I think of Andrew. I think of his struggles. I think all of us need to spend a moment thinking about that. I want to thank the entire exhibition committee. Raise your hand if you're part of the exhibition committee. I mean, I'm sure that there's someone here from the exhibition committee. They're out there outside, standing there. For making the show a building event. It was originally designed to be part of a plein air exhibition with other contemporary artists. Thank you for allowing me to use this beautiful building for a month and a half. Special thanks to Zach Krugman. Where's Zach? Zach has to be here.
He's somewhere.
Yes, he's doing his job. He's somewhere in the building working on things. He's a printmaker and he hung the show. He's someone I really want to acknowledge. Bobby Jenowitz. Where's Bobby? Bobby's in the doorway. She's the executive assistant. She's been tremendously helpful. Annette Bernhardt is our marketing coordinator for this building and all the positive publicity. I don't know if you've seen the articles, but wow, thank you to both of the papers that did the great articles. Next is, and most important for this exhibition, is Pat Ralph. Pat Ralph. Pat is the curator of the exhibition and the catalog, and is a brilliant artist and a fantastic writer. Pat initially made contact with me and has been incredible with every last detail. I thought I was a detail person. Without Pat, this exhibition would not have happened. The executive director, Tom Stacy. Tom was very closely with me on this exhibition. He wanted to keep William Starkweather alive. Tom's bringing the art league to places that he could only have dreamt about, and I'm glad to have developed an affiliation with him. I hope to continue to assist Tom with his mission. This is only the beginning of what I hope to bring to the art league over the next few years. Joe LaClausie. Joe's upstairs, and Joe designed the props for all the books in the 2 display cases. Please make sure you look in the display cases. Very important to me that you look at those display cases. Joe's a fabricator and a designer. He's upstairs. I'd like also to thank the Heckscher Museum because they loaned 2 of the display cases from the museum for this exhibition. Those 2 are up there. We have a limited edition of 500. It was made possible by Country Printer Huntington and the generosity of Stony Brook Print. There'll be a group of them who will autograph for you, and they'll be available for purchase if you want to join as an individual at the $50 level, or $70 for the family level. You will get one of these. And remember, the Art League is a not-for-profit 501c3 charity, and every dollar you give is tax-deductible, plus you get beautiful catalog. The other thing, I believe this may be a first for the Art League, but it's a CD that has been made also, and it is for sale as well. And you can either join for $50 or $70, whichever you want to do. The CD cover was designed by Maria Favar, not here, and Walter took the photographs. And no pennies here, okay? Computer equipment services donated the limited edition, and I thank you all for the generosity of doing that. I'd like to thank my wife, Barbara, for always supporting everything I do and for allowing me to make important purchases of Starkweather paintings. She's always helping me make the right decisions and bringing happiness to my life. She's my sunshine and my partner. Because of Barbara, I'm here today, and looking forward to a happy and healthy life. Thanks to Barbara, these paintings are no longer in storage. They would have stayed in storage. Lastly, I want to dedicate this lecture to the real genius and man who believed in Starkweather until his death, my father, Peter Frank Falotico. Dad was a trusted and brilliant antique appraiser. He bought and sold art for a living in auction houses and galleries in the University Place area of New York City. At the time, Midtown New York was the center for art in the United States. I wish he were here today to meet you all and to enjoy this spectacular exhibition. You would have loved him, and he would have loved you. For me, this starts at Smith's Diner on University Place in Manhattan, 1962. My father took me to lunch with an artist named Starkey, a very old man with a patch over one eye. I think we talked about typical things, ate the usual great food in Smith's Diner, and heard about Mr. Starkweather's exhibition in the prestigious Salmagundi Club. After lunch, we walked back alone to where my father was working in Mr. Medina's art gallery. There's a photo of him in the art gallery upstairs. On the way back from lunch, my father told me what he had told me many times, ad nauseum. Artists can't pay for their own lunch, so don't be an artist. He was afraid that my desire to paint would equate to living the bohemian life of a beatnik or Bowery bum. Where was he wrong? But he never lived to have me prove him. To add to his already eclectic collection, my father purchased a group of Starkweather paintings from the Showcase Art Gallery. That's the actual document. In December of 1962. Those paintings and a letter from Mr. Starkweather to my father are in the display case upstairs. They became mine when Dad died in 1968 of cancer. Since then, I've loaned some of the paintings to museums and galleries. In the last 40 years, I've tried to piece together his life and his paintings, but I've never been considered a scholar. The exhibition represents the largest display ever assembled from the collection. I'm collaborating on a book about his life and works, and hope to have a major exhibition to coincide with the publication of the book in 2012. Spanderman Gallery in New York City has agreed to loan me their entire collection of 22 paintings for the exhibition. Thank goodness Starkweather was prolific and probably created more than 4,000 oil and watercolor paintings. People from all over the United States have contacted me about their Starkweather paintings, or have told me stories about Starkweather. He also left us many paintings like the Artist in Bedroom series. There are many of these bedroom series paintings. I have two in my collection. The Smithsonian has examples of two in their photographic collection, and the Hickory Museum has some beautiful ones in their collection of Starkweather. inside one of these paintings, and it's hard to see because we have this